Welcome to Butstuff, everybody. This is your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning. I'm Jay here with Ed, Jim, and Jerry. How we doing, everybody?
Doing good.
Dude, doing good.
They should have had you in the stew to add road noise to the song.
That's right.
Kind of really paints the picture, you know?
It sure does. Makes it feel like, you're just one with the road.
This does make me feel like I'm going down 787.
Makes me feel like I'm going down like Route 66, you know? About to pull over, stop for some sweet tea.
Honestly,
get a sweet malt from a girl.
At a local gas and go.
This video looks like somebody just set up a camera at a busy intersection. Like you could literally just see the cars pulling through like just this random street.
Oh yeah,
in America somewhere.
They knew what they were doing when they got that video.
Did we ever talk about what's that? There's like some like challenge where you drive from like New York to LA. What do they call that?
Is that the
on a single tank of gas?
No, impossible.
The Cannonball Run?
They killed that guy. The Cannonball Run, yeah.
Is that it? Or there's another
Cannonball.
one too that's and then you have to do it as fast as possible.
Yeah, so like during COVID, there was nobody on the streets and no cops out. So these like guys were doing the Cannonball Run and like hit record time. I think it was like a day, something like that. 22 hours.
Let's see here. Cannonball record broken. 25 hours 39 minutes.
When was it broken?
Let's see here. 2019.
No, it was 2020.
Maybe. Drivers who set the November 2019 Cannonball Run record have bested their own achievement with an average speed of 112 miles per hour.
Just fucking bombing.
What was the vehicle?
It was an Audi.
Yeah, it looked like if it's by this picture, it's an Audi, some sort of Audi.
What? Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask if it had like some of that sweet like James Bond technology with like the license plate shifters.
No, they had like really sophisticated radar radar jammers. They had like, I think they might have live streamed it too. They had a really sophisticated setup, and it was like pilot and co-pilot, like all working, prepping functions and stuff like that, spotting.
I think they also installed they put like an extra gas tank in the trunk, basically, that they could like
catheters too.
Switch it to.
They have catheters.
Yeah,
nice.
I would imagine so.
I'd imagine
what else they gonna do?
That they removed the car seats for toilets.
Yeah,
they were on a lot of uppers, downers, screamers, laughers, dude. No, just all uppers.
Yeah.
Windows up or down?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. AC on and the windows down.
See, I would love to do something like that. That was like the one time in the foreseeable future that just nobody's going to be on the road ever. Like the whole world had shut down.
It was weird.
You could just fucking go 120 miles an hour across the country.
Yeah, what was the average? You said
insane.
You said it was 112,
which means that they were hitting like 150 on like the
pretty regularly on like the roads that they could be. That'd be so insane.
Lucky he didn't hit like a deer.
Yeah.
Well, I think they actually had a trail car too. So they were doing like the Smokey and the Bandit thing. You ever see Smokey and the Bandit?
Yeah.
They got like one like, oh, I got some Smokies on the tail. I'm gonna lose them. And then like, they had like 2 or 3 cars, or I think it was at least 2. Both probably Audis.
So they were squadding.
Damn it, DJ.
DJ, is this a Burger King ad? What do we got here?
Popped up, one of those ones that just pops up on the corner of the screen. It's just like, hey, you want to watch this?
We do not.
I don't want to watch it.
Your ads. What was the fastest you've ever driven in a vehicle?
I probably hit like 105 once.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't actually know if I've ever broken 100.
I broke 100 with you in the car.
Yeah, I mean that was you were driving then, and then there was that when Eric was driving too.
It used to be the thing, either going to or coming back from camp, just try and top out your car. And we all had like 1990, like Eric had a 1992 Jetta, I had a 90 Accord. think I smoked him. I think he hit like 160. Or no, I hit 116, and I think he got like 110 or 111.
That's
God
crazy.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're moving.
I think I hit 116 on Old Niskayuna Road once too.
Jesus.
That's just not safe.
On Old Niskayuna?
Yeah,
Wow.
Isn't
What
that
was-
like a
It's
30?
insane.
40.
Oh, okay. Not so bad.
Yeah.
I was,
Oh, it's a 40.
I
Open
was,
her
I
up.
was like 18, bro. I don't know. I had no cares in the world.
Yeah, back then, just speed demon.
Yeah. I was driving back from Nashville, Tennessee, and I was going like between 90 and 100 pretty much the entire way, just trying to shave time off, and then got pulled over about 10 to 15 minutes from home.
Oh,
Got a ticket. It's like the whole way.
At least it was 10 to 15 minutes from home, so you didn't have to drive back down there or whatever.
Yeah.
did the cop say, look at your address and be like, oh, almost made it?
No.
Well, he didn't know
They'd
where I
say
was
that
coming
to
from.
everybody.
That's what a cop said to me once.
Oh,
I didn't come to a complete stop while turning on a red light. Dude pulled me over. He's like, well, almost made it.
Almost made it.
I'm like,
Shit.
I'm gonna
Damn
get you again, my freak.
that's
That,
terrible.
well, that's the thing too, right? Where if you like pull in your driveway, you're home safe. They can't pull you over. Then.
yeah.
I heard that. I
You
heard
put the car in the garage like GTA.
I'm safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like West Coast Customs
You
or whatever,
can't. You can't do anything now. I'm home.
or
No,
Los Santos Customs. Is that what it was?
I think
Like
so.
GTA, yeah.
You could literally just pull the cops in there, and then if the garage closes, it's just like you come out with a new paint job. Like, oh, who is that?
They're like,
Yeah.
where'd he go?
Well, that was the thing. It was the new paint shop. It fooled them.
Yeah.
Well, you can definitely get pulled over in your own driveway because there was a friend of ours who did so and got tickets.
Would that be Ricky Falter?
Yeah, it sounds like
Uh,
something that would happen to Ricky Falter.
Maybe, maybe not. I can't confirm or deny that absolutely happened to that person.
Little Richolas, dude.
But yeah, yeah, someone got car wasn't even on.
No, I would say
Car wasn't even on.
Yeah,
What did he do?
Didn't he
was,
have like a
uh,
bong?
Allegedly.
Didn't he allegedly have like a bong in the?
I thought you said a bomb first.
No, not a bomb.
well, I don't know if he got pulled over at this specific instance, but he did indeed have a gravity bong that was installed in the console
Yeah.
that he put a diffuser on. We'd call them Whizzy Fizzies.
Yeah,
So you walk past him, you want to take a Whizzy Fizzy?
He seemed
What
like,
is this?
seems like one of those people.
How did you do this?
Turned my car into a gravity bomb.
it was quite the contraption.
I also vaguely feel like there was a while where he didn't have a car registered or a license and would just drive around like the neighborhood and just be like, yo, just like smoke and drink. It could be wrong.
What a legend.
Legend. Dude, if I yeah. He was just way ahead of his time, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, jeez.
That was like elementary school.
Pretty much. I never had my mind blown so many times walking past that household. Like,
Yeah.
what, you're doing what now?
It was literally like an episode of Reno 911. It'd be
Yeah.
like you pull up
yeah, it really was.
every time. It's just like Terry. The elaborate excuses were so funny.
Mm.
Did you guys have anybody like that on your street?
I was that guy on my street.
You were that guy.
Yeah.
Nah,
Closest thing.
No wacky people.
I feel like you had.
I
a
feel like
wacky-
you had some wacky people. You had
In
those
the
kids that
neighborhood?
would like torture your.
Oh, well, yeah,
Torture
they
your family.
shit on my doorstep and
Yeah, that's some pretty wacky.
Yeah, that
stuff.
wasn't that bad though.
There was
But,
there was a kid
yeah.
in your neighborhood. If I
it's
recall
understood.
correctly,
You gotta go when you gotta go.
Exactly. It was just there.
you gotta go shit on Jerry's porch when you gotta go shit on Jerry's porch.
It was crazy. It was a big steamer too.
Did you ever catch the?
Did you catch him? Do you
I
know
didn't
who
catch
did
him
that?
in the act. I know who did it.
Who did it?
I don't know his name,
Ed.
but he lived on Holly.
No.
And they would egg my place and shit. Like I confronted his mom. I'm like, I know it's your fucking kid that's doing this.
Was it Manuel Loud?
No.
What'd she
Okay.
say?
She was just like, oh, like, well, I confronted them about the eggs. And I was just like, your son egged my place. I know it was him. And she was just like, Well, we buy organic eggs, and I was like, yeah, the orange ones. Like I have the shells right here. Like you just
At least they egged you with organic
Further
eggs.
confirmed.
exactly. You just outed your son.
Like these eggs, ma'am?
You mean these organic eggs?
Are you missing about a half a dozen?
Go in your fridge.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Between that and the DNA test we had going on that poop.
Yeah, did you
Trace
send
it
that
right back to
steamer
your kid.
into 23?
There was also this guy in Jared's neighborhood that would like pull the spine out of snakes.
Oh,
Jeez.
that was me.
Goodness me,
I
oh
think
my.
I must have been the weirdo. I
Yeah.
must have been the weirdo in the.
No, I think honestly there were
You were ahead of your time.
it was Lyle Pauls across the street and their manual plow, and they
I
would
love
probably
these
cause a lot of
names,
records.
These gibberish
These
names.
fake names, trying to protect identities out here, but still deliver.
Not too much. It was mostly we all played like tennis racket, baseball, and stuff.
Tonsil hockey.
Yeah, not a
pocket
lot of
pool.
not a lot of like
Poop on the doorstep.
yeah. We didn't like terrorize each other. It was mostly like let's play sports. But
Did you ever vandalize somebody's house? Yeah.
I think the most I did. I was actually thinking about this the other day. Is I pulled up to Paul's place and I went to knock over his trash cans with my
I
car.
remember this.
And one neighbor, it's like midnight. One of his neighbors, I just hear like, "Son of a bitch," and I'm like, "Oh shit, we got to get out of here." And I'm like doing a 3-point turn, trying to turn around.
Got Austin Powers over here.
It's just like his neighbor, just is like, "Son of a bitch."
You're pulling up. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing up, old man?
I feel like when I had like the old Accord, I used to just ram into people's dumpsters. They're not like anything that would dent, but like the plastic ones, I just bump them because it would make like mad noise and like sound like I did something crazy.
The garbage cans?
Yeah.
That's bad.
The metal ones or the big plastic
The
ones?
plastic
Well,
ones
yeah.
on wheels.
The metal ones, yeah, you can scratch your car.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
My
Think about that.
I was actually a passenger in a vehicle once. It must have been like 12 or something, and my buddy had like a beater truck, and he would just like there was this guy who just run up and just hit the leaf bags like in like October and just send like just this pile of leaves just back onto the lawn. It was fucking funny. God, what a time to be alive, you know?
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
I've
Like,
always
you rake these
I
leaves.
can just picture that happening to you in 10 years. And just Jerry go, "Oh, you kids!"
if Jerry
Every fall.
Yeah.
All right, let's go poop on that guy's doorstep.
dude, I hope to
That's
one
so
day have like kids that can vandalize Jerry's future house, you know?
Yeah, I
That'd
hope
be
we
so
all
funny.
live in the same neighborhood.
He's gonna be a very funny old man to fuck with.
So you could just run out the door and be like,
What the fuck? Kiss my ass!
It would be so funny.
yeah, that would.
I also feel like if my kids are harassing you, Jerry, I will still be like when your dad's like 80, harassing him, like driving by his house, honking the horn, fucking doing whatever, doing the roilet, dude. That's another thing. You had the
Yeah,
roilet
what was the
That wasn't me.
It happened to you.
I was the initial target of the toilet.
Yeah, and then you're like, let's go do this to Christian after.
No, I liked it. I was sitting on it. I had like a smoke on
You
it.
took a shit.
I think Paul
He was
scooped
bumped.
it up allegedly and then put it on another guy's doorstep. The rest is history.
You've heard this, right, DJ? You've done this before.
Yes, but for the listeners,
So, listeners, somebody put a toilet on a friend's house, like stoop, and then that friend's dad came out and was pissed and was like, "Get this toilet off right now!" And then he threw it in the woods, like across the street. And then those guys came out and yelled at him. It was just the worst thing ever. He just had to keep moving this thing all around.
Hey, did you just throw this toilet in this woods?
oh boy, man, dick-headed kids.
I miss the lighthearted pranks. You know what I mean?
The lighthearted ones. Yeah, I watched an episode of. You guys ever watch the Prank Panel?
No.
No.
starring Johnny Knoxville, Eric Andre.
Eric Andre is
and,
not a star anymore. He quit.
and yeah, he ended up quitting. It was a funny story in itself. And Gabrielle Sibidet.
Yeah, I guess Johnny Knoxville and Eric Andre were just like tasing and pepper spraying each other, and then Eric Andre was like, "I cannot work here."
Yeah,
He's like, "There's nothing I could do. He's always gonna one up me," and it's like I can't even go to work without like looking over my shoulder or like getting tased.
Is this like a newer show? Like,
Yeah, it just came. I think
Yeah, it
it's a
just
Hulu
came
show, right?
Yeah, it's on ABC and Hulu.
Oh, let's go. I can't believe Knoxville's still doing stuff. Like, dude's got a full head of gray hair.
Yeah, the first episode
He's
is
just addicted to it by now.
Dude, it's his kink now.
that's what when he said that's what Eric Andre said is he was just like, I called Jeff Tremaine because he just wouldn't stop pranking me, and I was like, I gotta quit. I don't know what to do. It's not ending. And he's like, you gotta get him back because he's never gonna stop if you don't do something. So then I went to work with a stun gun in my pocket and just whipped it out and tased him right in the heart. And then he just looked at me with this strength and just grabbed it out of my hand like it did nothing to him, and then tased me right back. And I was just like, I can't do this.
That is
I can't do
crazy.
this. He's built for this.
Imagine if he just pulled out a gun.
Yeah.
You just shoot him and he's just like, like laughing and then he shoots you.
You almost got me mad. I almost like it.
Yeah. The premise of the show is though that people want to do pranks on like people, and then they get like one of them to sign on and like basically do their prank for them. So there's this one dude who like him and his wife are both like wedding officiants and they like marry people. So he was like, I want to just prank my wife. Like, you know, you guys come up with whatever, we do weddings. So then he was just like, all right, so we're just going to have a brother and sister get married and then not tell them until after she's actually done the wedding. And then she's just going to be horrified. It's very funny though. They
really
come up
good.
and then they're like, right after they get, she's just like, I now pronounce you man and wife. Someone stands up and is like, I just want to say, I think this is a little sick, what you guys are doing here. And he's like, who cares if she's my sister? And the lady's just like, oh, fuck. Uh-oh.
That's awesome.
Wild.
It's very funny. But yeah, I highly recommend it.
What's the sickest prank you ever pulled?
I don't know. I can't remember right now. Somebody else?
I'm not much of a prankster.
Yeah.
I feel like we always
I
get back to
pulled plenty
pranks.
of
We got like 4 pranks.
Probably our gym teacher. He drove a manual transmission car and we parked his car in
Yeah.
neutral and then pushed his car to a different parking lot. So we're all just standing in school
Pretty good
watching
prank.
the gym teacher just pacing back and forth, getting more and more pissed and like, where's my car? Somebody stole my car.
Oh, dude, actually,
Then, you know, a bunch of high schoolers.
2 weeks ago, I had a pretty sick prank.
Oh, nice.
We were cooking hot dogs over the fire. You ever do that?
Oh yeah.
You put a hot dog on a stick and like hang it in the fire. And my one buddy John was trying to like cook his hot dog, and he had this little like tiny stick, so he had to like lean like way far in. And I had this like fishing rod like arcing stick, and anytime he would try and put his in the fire, I'd just take mine and smack his dog out of the fire. He's like, dude, stop. he just couldn't get it to cook at all because I would just like fucking smack. Dude, it's really.
It's not really a prank.
Just picking on him.
Kind of just bullying him. I kind of knew it wasn't going to be a prank when you were like, "Oh, I pranked someone 2 weeks ago."
No, it's a
He
sick
was
prank.
just starving at the end of the night.
His dog was cold, and I was smacking around with my dog. You know, it was really funny. I could not stop laughing, bro. It was mad funny.
Oh god.
And then like this other prank too. My buddy Eric fell asleep, so like I had this.
So I had this stick.
I had
this stick with a hot dog on it.
This stick with a burnt hot dog on it. Dangling it like and like bumping his lip.
Sticking it up his nose.
Taking pictures. It was really funny. I couldn't stop laughing, man.
That's so childish.
Dude, you say that, but if you were there, man, you'd be dying laughing.
I'd be laughing. That's South Park humor.
It's just so funny. Oh man.
Mm.
Oh, what a time to be alive. That was like one of the greatest laughs I had all year. My face hurts now from smiling about it. Oh God, stupid premise.
Did he wake up?
No, that was the beauty of it.
Do you see the pictures?
Yeah, absolutely. He was like, well, so what
Was
we
he,
were,
was he upset?
well, so Eric and I were smacking John's hot dog out of the fire. Like we had teamed up to like make it so he couldn't cook his dog, and he was like, "Guys, stop!" Like getting like, it was like really funny. And then Eric sent like a GIF or GIF, whatever, in the group chat, where it's like this chick just getting a bunch of hot dogs thrown at her face, and then like I like messaged John on the side. I was like, "Execute the photo now." And then he sent the photo, and Eric had no idea it existed until then. He's like, "My God, I had no idea that this existed." So good
Yeah, it's a good one.
memories, you know.
Yeah.
Hot dog memories.
Yeah. So guys, we got football right around the corner here.
Yeah, I'm pretty
We do.
excited.
We do. We
Gotta-
have some fantasy decisions to be making.
We do. Gotta draft our teams. Saw Aaron and Sauce doing
Oh yeah,
doing their own
some
thing.
sort of handshake where
Doing a handshake.
they're like pretending to smoke a joint.
A man named Sauce.
Sauce Gardner. I
Sauce
think he was the
Gardner.
defensive rookie of the year for the
He's real
Jets.
good. He's got the sauce.
He's got the sauce. Arguably top 3 corner in the league.
Okay.
Maybe top 2.
Well, I can't draft him,
No, you cannot.
so I don't really care about him.
You could draft
Yeah,
Jets
true.
defense.
Yeah,
but,
I
I
could-
mean, one guy is not gonna.
I could draft the Jets defense.
Jets
You could
defense
do
ain't
that.
bad.
If you felt like
That
it.
could be
You
a
think
thing
the
you
Jets
could
are gonna
do.
have a big year?
They're poised for a big year, but
Do they say that every year?
this is a
The
special
Cowboys
year.
say that.
Oh,
every
this
year.
is the year.
This is a special year for the Jets because Aaron Rodgers is in New York now.
hot take.
Yeah, now that
Yeah.
Aaron
Now,
Rodgers has stopped stealing catalytic converters out of cars.
You read that in the Onion? No.
I don't remember where I read that, but he basically was showing up to training camp last year and he had his like long greasy hair and a wife beater
Oh,
on.
yeah.
It's like Aaron
Looking like-
Rodgers looks like he steals catalytic converters out of cars.
Looking like Nick Cage.
Did you hear that they're canceling the wife beater?
they are.
Um,
Oh, DJ's wearing one right now.
I am.
they're
I did hear that, and
It's,
you know,
it's
it probably
partner-
makes sense.
partner beater now.
Oh,
Jeez.
partner
Domestic
beater.
partner beater.
yeah,
Domestic
or
I like
muscle
that.
shirt.
I like that. I like that. You know, that's nice.
No, I don't know.
Includes everybody.
I've never been able to pull off a wife beater.
Well, I think everybody can pull off a wife beater. You
I
just
don't
gotta
know.
wear a wife beater.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta not care.
Yeah. Anyone can wear a wife beater.
I think I
Sorry,
wore
partner beater.
partner beater. I don't know. I feel like I got too big a gut. You know,
Well, look at one of the funniest cartoon characters,
Carl.
Carl. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his whole thing.
Yeah, I look like too much like that. You know.
well, he pulls it off real well. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I honestly think the bigger the gut, the better the partner beater.
That means two things.
yeah.
Two things.
Nice.
just see going back to football news. Henry Ruggs. Remember Henry Ruggs? He was
Nope.
like a up and coming receiver on the Raiders. I think he killed someone.
He drunk
Wait,
drove
what?
150 miles an hour or something like that, and then hit somebody and killed them.
Yeah. I think he got like 10 years.
Oh, I don't
So,
remember that name, but damn, that's
his speedster's supposed to be real good, and then he, you know,
Then had a
drove.
bad night.
he was doing the cannonball run.
Yeah, he was trying to make it from New York to LA and murdered someone, I guess.
Dude, I saw this thing where apparently there was this bear that broke into 22 houses
Oh, yeah?
in Lake Tahoe,
Wow.
Oh yeah,
and they finally just wrangled him up.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Imagine you're
How
just
big
sitting-
was this
dude,
bear?
it's a fucking black bear.
It's a
like,
big
gotta be
bear.
like
Black bear.
It's
Yeah.
got to be like 400, 500 pounds.
what was it? It was wasn't it like it was stealing? It was going in for food, but it kept stealing like sweets or something.
Yeah, and having like messy meals.
Yeah,
Imagine just coming downstairs and it looks like a fucking really fat guy was just in there making. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bear would just break into your house, go through your fridge, eat your stuff, and then leave.
Yeah, black bears are like big,
Puppies.
big rodents. Yeah.
And then they took that bear and they took all of her like babies and they relocated her.
To heaven.
No, they actually like didn't just kill all the bears. They just moved them to like a little bear sanctuary.
Next week in Sacramento. They just move them like a block over every time.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. So
The tranquilizer.
Did you hear that about that other thing in Lake Tahoe?
No, what happened?
The guy that would break into people's houses and touch their feet.
Was he a bear too?
No, he was big. He was a big man though,
That would be crazy.
but he got caught.
He just breaks in to suck on toes.
There was a guy
Pretty
like
much.
that at my base before I got there, apparently.
How'd you
Really?
know he was sucking on your toes?
Oh, no, like these girls that were in my squad or unit or whatever the fuck.
You don't even know what it was called.
It's been a minute. But they told us a story of like this guy would come in and I think he would just break into these girls' spots in the dorms and just watch them sleep or crank down or whatever the hell. And they finally caught him. He was like some married Marine who just sneak in.
That makes sense.
It's crazy.
Did he get a dishonorable discharge?
Most likely.
No, she got it all over.
This is so
Nice.
dishonorable.
Oh my god, there's dishonorable discharge all over me.
Yeah, as opposed to honorable discharge.
That's when
That's when they want it.
and they each get paid like whatever $20,000 to go get a house off base or something like that.
I think I'll give you an honorable discharge today.
And a dishonorable one tomorrow. No. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, what do you say? What do you say to that? You know,
I feel like I'm a very light sleeper. Like anything, it wakes me up. So if someone's in my
If someone's
spot,
sucking on my toes, I'm waking up.
I'm waking up.
Yeah,
How long?
I
until
probably
this-
would too.
Yeah, how long did it take for this guy to get caught? Like this guy, was a serial
I wonder if
toe sucker.
I wonder if he would like do something like slip in a Tylenol PM or
Mm.
something. I don't know.
Oh, stake out the joint, drug the family.
Mm-hmm.
Suck on the toes.
I hate how pumped you got when you said all that. Ah, yes.
Yeah, something clicked in your head.
I mean, that's probably how it happened.
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
inside track on this thing. We know. No, I'm just kidding. We don't. What's it called though?
Like pizza delivery people could probably do something similar.
You know what I've seen a lot lately is like there's like it's like a thing where DoorDash drivers now with Ring cameras will show up. They'll drop off like the food or whatever. And be like, huh, what is this? Just a $5 tip? Big house for just a $5 tip, and they like fucking storm off, or they're like, you
I've
get
seen those.
you get a lot of like the delivery drivers dropping shit off and then getting into a tizzy about not getting tipped or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, maybe get over it or get a new job. Like that's
Yeah,
just
it's just
how it is.
not the job for you, I guess.
Yeah,
Also,
it's like-
just be aware that you're on a Ring camera. Like you can't
Yeah.
see that thing there. You're gonna get shit canned from your already shitty job. You know?
Yeah, like we'd get stiffed all the time.
Yeah.
We'd be surprised when I tell them the amount of times people don't tip. A lot of people are like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
people don't
Yeah.
tip."
I mean, it was like one of the, I would definitely be like, the fuck? Like as I'm walking away.
Oh yeah.
But never like call like people are calling them up and being like, hey, what the fuck, man? I got kids.
There were some that were fine and others that sucked. If it was a quick delivery or something, if you got like a double or a triple and you call them, they come right out, they put that 0 on the line, you're like, fuck that guy, but thanks for being so quick about it.
Yeah.
It sucks when you gotta wait like 5 or 10 minutes. You gotta like bring the pizza inside, do all this stuff, and then they're like, all right, thanks a lot, 0.
Or
Yeah.
it's like you
Write a message on the box.
a snowy day in Cohoes, and then they acknowledge the shitty weather, and
Mhm.
they still give you nothing, and you're like,
That's when
Stay safe
dude,
out there.
"Yeah, oh man, stay off the road. I can't. God damn it.
Yeah, if they said something cute and were like acting like we were best buds, just completely unaware that they just fucked me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was the worst. But if it was just like silent and they didn't say anything and just, knew that I knew that they're a piece of shit, and accepted it, I was like, that's fine,
I honestly couldn't believe the amount of people that would send their kid to the door with just no tip money. They would just be like, oh yeah, like they didn't want to stiff you, so they
Yeah.
would just be like, oh, my kid doesn't know any better, I'll just
Pro
give
move.
him the $15 to give you so that you don't get tipped.
See, I also sometimes I feel like the kid would get sent with enough money to tip and then ask for change. And I'd be like, this motherfucker's gonna pocket this change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. It's if you're
That's the
a
come up.
smart, unscrupulous kid.
I think that might be when you tell the kid to step outside and you shut the door and you're like, listen, kid, we both know this is my money.
Give me the money.
Give me the money.
Grab him by his ankles and shake his pockets out.
Dude,
I don't think you guys ever worked with the 85-year-old Italian driver that worked there. I think he was just before all you guys started working.
Donnie
there.
Box of Pizzas? What was his name, dude?
I can't for the life of me. Oh, it was Walter. Walter Hyra. Walter Hyra.
Don't blast this government, bro.
Okay. I'm sorry. sorry, Walter. But his game was he would go up to the people's doors and then they would stiff him. And then he'd like look at the receipt with zero and go, "Hey, you're forgetting something." And then they go like, "What? What am I forgetting? You're forgetting to tip the driver. Come on!" And then just like yell at him for a tip at the door.
Make it fun.
Did he get fired?
I don't remember if he did. I think he ended up quitting because of some sort of health reasons. Because when you're 85,
I feel like
it's bound to happen. But
the only thing that would be okay to say is like I never did this. I'd be like, any delivery charge is not a tip for the driver, just because that was like the policy thing.
Mhm.
Like that's what they would put on everything. So like, be a good play to be like, hey, just so you know, delivery charge is not a tip for the driver. Have a good day now.
yeah,
It is all over the box.
Yeah.
he didn't. He would come back and say like he was doing all these things and be like, maybe it's not the best idea to walk into where the manager is me telling him that you were yelling at people to give you tips.
Well,
You know what you could do too? You could probably do like some reverse psychology. You could be like, hey, seems like you might be going through a tough time. Can I give you like
yeah.
with some money from my wallet help you?
I remember.
Can I tip you?
I remember this one method this one kid used. When they would sign the receipt, he'd be like, "Put a little something in that spot right there." Like,
Yeah, don't forget. No,
put a little something there, and they'd be like, "All right, I got you."
You see that tip line?
I think eventually he got in trouble.
there was I forget who would do it. I'm sure you guys also knew him, but they'd be like, you got to fill out the whole thing, even this line right here, and point to the tip line.
Mhm. There's this
Just
other
gotta put something there.
technique this other kid used to use is when they would
This
put a
is-
zero
yeah,
in there,
this
he'd
is
just
what-
put a 1 in front,
Yeah,
And
that's-
that is that is stealing.
which is blatantly stealing.
Another
That was a good
zero,
technique.
and then a what?
Yeah.
Customers hate him for this one trick.
Yeah.
He's disrupting a $1 billion industry.
Got me again.
Remember doing his cash outs, being like, "This guy's getting a lot of $10 tips from Sienna."
It's funny how you don't think those things through, and then it's just like immediately someone's like, "You're obviously not getting all these."
It was strange to me that it seemed that he was targeting Sienna students with it, because like just on the cash outs, it was always like it was mostly Sienna orders he did it to, which is probably thinking, well, they're drunk, they're stupid, it's not their card, they're not going to check, it's going to be their parents.
Perfect
But
crime.
he was a Sienna student,
Yeah.
so like he's stealing
From
from
his friends.
all of these kids that they should kick his ass,
I was gonna get back to him and be
Mm.
like, "Who was it? Who was stealing from me?" And be like, "Oh, is this one guy who you have English 101 with?"
Mm.
That is crazy.
Not a good idea,
Yeah, exactly.
He did kind of look like Jonah Hill.
A little bit.
Speaking of Jonah Hill, that dude's been acting nuts.
Yeah, it has he.
What did he do?
Well, he had like some surfer girlfriend, and
He was just like, hey, stop
He was
taking
like,
pictures with your butthole out
Yeah,
and
stop.
surfing with dudes until fucking
yeah,
2
stop
days.
stop surfing, in surf attire and like bikinis and stuff, and stop hanging out with your surfer guy friends. And
I'm pretty sure he was getting cucked hard.
he's getting cucked.
Oh yeah.
From the text, it looked like he was just acting like a maniac. He was like, "Don't do things that you were doing before we were dating." But
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's something there where it's just like, okay, here now he's a happy individual. He's got like a wife and child, and then out of the woodwork, the surfer girl is like, by the way, he's fucking toxic, and then just blasts his text. Where he's just like, hey, if you need to do these things, that's fine, but I won't be in a relationship with you.
so I thought this was a recent relationship. This is a past relationship.
No, yeah, it's like 2 years, 3 years ago. This is like
Oh.
COVID times.
Okay.
So he has a separate wife and kids now, and then this is all happening.
I literally thought this was like happening like now.
No.
They just broke up.
No, but he was also like, I don't know. I read a little bit because I like Jonah Hill and I'd like to give him the benefit of the Disney here, But I mean, if I was him and like I had like a a girlfriend that was out there and training dudes how to surf and then not coming home, I'd be like, hey, can you stop fucking these guys? Can you stop putting Instagrams up with your butthole out?
I saw a photo of him recently. He's just super thin.
Yeah.
Like he's lost weight before, but now he's like
Well, he's been
Super.
surfing and shit like that, so I imagine it requires a lot of swimming.
He kind of looks like he went into like DK mode. Like his head is bigger than his body.
Yeah, well, I mean, that just happens when you're fat and lose the weight. You can't lose the head weight,
Yeah.
The best exercise is eating. It's not good.
Dude, have you seen the people who there's like a thing now where you do like a jaw trainer? Like people chew this thing. It's like
Gum?
oh yeah, I've seen that to like
it's like make the fucking meme like I don't even know
the
jawbones.
the Giga Chad.
The Chad chin.
The Chad chin.
I haven't heard of this. Interesting.
DJ next week is gonna have one. Just a big Chad chin.
What's up, hey?
Cut from stone.
Hi, DJ.
It's crazy. But yeah, no, he does look like what was that? There was like a music video back in the day where everybody had a huge head. There was like some rap music video. What the fuck was it? I know Josh would know it.
It's been so long since I've watched a music
The
video.
real Slim Shady.
Dude, have you ever hung out with somebody who just puts on music videos and just hangs?
Not since we were in high
Not in a
school.
long time.
Dude, there's still like a
Take it to the hub.
no. I think that was probably the last time I watched.
That was probably the last music video I watched.
Oh
yeah.
no. Probably one of the last music videos I watched is the
Peaches.
WAP.
no. Maybe.
Wait. I should watch that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
With my pants off. No, what's it called? I remember the ICP one where it's like fucking magnets. How do they work? And it was just like a hilarious fucking music video. Oh god. They should do.
Wait, so what were you saying about the groups of people
Oh, dude, like
watching? Who are these people just watching music videos?
it's like 40-year-old dudes. I feel like are just like, yo, come over, we'll smoke and just put on TRL from the fucking 90s.
It could be a good time.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, for like 5
For like one music video. Then you're like, all right, you want to go do something?
Like
I
I
don't
went
even
to I went to Slide and Dirty,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like old 2000s music videos.
Well, that's
on.
different.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I like it, I guess, in that
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah, at a
because then
bar.
it's like, oh wow, look at that. And then you can like kind of fuck off and talk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like go and take a bong hit and like sit there and watch like 30 minutes of fucking...
Evanescence. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be like that. It would be like fucking Bush or like grunge shit. I
This
feel
is
like
Tool.
I could do Tool.
People like Tool.
I like Tool.
Tool has
Tool-
cool music videos.
Tool's got cool posters that I see around bars all around.
I feel like the other side of your arm could be a Tool tattoo.
Yo, it could be.
Anything could be Tool art. It's like just put Tool on it.
It's just like trippy, but also scary.
Yeah, that's a cool style.
Yeah.
Like a bad trip.
Yeah. Put all the worst parts of a trip on my body.
That'll be cool.
I want to have a bad trip and look at my left arm and be like, oh,
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
I'm a tool. No, tool fans are tools, you know?
That is what they call
that-
themselves.
Yeah,
Tools.
Like everyone listening at home, they're stuffers.
that's true. I thought.
And if you're a fan of both, you'd be a tool stuffer.
Oh, is this
Oh.
them?
What is it? Yeah, this
Yes,
is
this-
this is like their fucking hit.
I know the pieces fit.
God, if I heard this, I would have said this was Metallica.
No, yeah, Tool has a very
It's like trippy
recognizable-
Metallica.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
do-
good
I
way
do
to
like
put
this
it.
song. I've heard this one before.
Starts
I
with
like
the S.
Tool a
What the
lot.
fuck is it?
Schism.
Schism.
They have a lot of really good good songs. Good band.
Are we Tool fans now? Are we going to see Tool?
I might do a deep dive.
I did a deep dive a while ago. I put on like dude, okay, there's this one song that's like all in German and it's like just a cookie recipe, but it is something that would cause a bad trip.
Damn.
Very sounds like fucking they're setting a march. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know what it is about German. Anytime I hear like a German song, I'm like, is that Hitler? You're looking it up now?
The karaoke version of.
Karaoke.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Can you imagine someone
right
singing
here.
this at karaoke? That'd be funny.
This
Is
is
this
not
it?
it.
Oh, I like this though. This is some nice
Wait,
polka.
this is just polka.
This
Yeah.
is just German polka music.
Yeah, this is great.
No, I'm just kidding.
This would cause a good trip.
Yeah, this could only
You
enhance
listen to
the
this,
trip.
get some bratwurst, some kraut.
I would end my own life if this came on during a trip.
I don't know, dude. I feel like a
Okay,
pie.
that's it, everybody.
I don't know what it is about polka, but it like literally, I want to put a barrel in my mouth and just fucking end it. You know?
It's very very bouncy.
I love the polka.
This is like the kind of music that my mom's band plays.
Your mom's band?
Yeah, my mom's in the East Greenbush Nassau Community Band,
Whoa.
and they
She's-
play like this basically.
She's been playing the drums in that band for how many years, DJ?
She plays the drums?
Yeah, well, specifically the snare drum for I don't know, 30 years, something
Damn.
like that.
That's
Yo,
pretty
and
cool.
she lays down fat rhythm.
I bet.
40 years. She plays more trumpet now, but she goes back and forth between trumpet and snare drum, whatever they need, really.
She kind of sounds like Questlove.
Dude, yeah, Questlove. Look at Questlove. Questlove got Grammys just for playing the snare.
Rosemary is a Grammy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always fun to get the band together and then listen to some tunes.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you're just like the fan?
Yeah, last year
Yeah, where
they
did
had
they play?
a picnic in my mom's backyard where they just got the band together and played for like 15 people.
And all the neighbors were pissed. They're like, what is that garbage music? No,
Probably.
I don't know. This is like, I might be nauseous right now. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a polka hater, dude. I'm just like fucking. Yeah, I need to be at Oktoberfest for this to be okay, and I need to be hammered drunk.
Yeah.
I would never in my life put this on.
pound down boots.
Imagine Frank Sinatra singing over this, doobie dobby doo. I put the mustard on the bratwurst.
Now that'd be a fun experience to be in Germany
With Frank Sinatra?
for Oktoberfest. Or
Yeah.
like genuine festival.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Nah, yeah.
Ooh yeah.
I feel like
Haagen-Dazs and all that.
if I was in Germany, I would
Ooh,
rather
I love Hagen.
I would rather be in Berlin, and I would rather be listening to like techno shit.
Yeah, like
didn't real-
underground rave music.
I had no
Right.
idea how much I liked techno until I was in Berlin, and there's just some guy who's carrying a speaker just the size of his body, like on his head, just in like a fucking subway, just blasting techno.
I bring the party.
Yes. I fuck later. He's got this big like dude, it was honestly crazy. I feel like the Germans went so hard into techno because they wanted to get the fuck away from polka, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly.
Could
They were
be.
like, people know us only for our polka.
Did you ever see Polka King or whatever with the Jack Black movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's fucking crazy. It's kind of
I
funny.
did. It's a wild story.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
Or based on a true story.
What happens in that movie? Doesn't he basically is a con man who is like, he plays polka and then gets these people to go on this trip and then like takes all of their money and everything and uses it for like other scams. And then
It's a Ponzi scheme.
yeah, so
Huh.
people could just keep giving him money and he's just like, yeah, I'm the successful polka guy. It's really weird.
Interesting. What is it on?
No,
Is
no,
it-
no,
is
it's
it
gotta be
old or
on
new?
Let's see.
Netflix, Hulu.
I remember
something
seeing it on Netflix all the time, but I never watched it.
Is it older or newer?
It's 2015, 2016 era.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh, I saw this post
Netflix.
last night. What is it? 2004. What is going to be 20 years ago
Yeah,
next year?
that's how it works.
So like 2004 is like the new 1984. You know what I'm saying?
You had to see a post for this, huh?
Wait.
Put it in perspective, right? When we were younger, the 80s were the 80s.
In 2004,
What are you saying?
The 80s were the 80s, right?
If I'm not mistaken, the 80s are still the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s. Yeah.
holy shit! I think you just made a fact, Jay.
No, 2004 is going to be 1984 now.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
In
I get
perspective,
what you're
in
saying.
perspective.
You wait. You do know what he's saying?
Yeah,
You know
no,
what
I
I'm
think he
saying.
just wants him to stop talking.
because in 2004,
The song
that would have been
1984.
the same distance to the 80s as now is to 2004.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get how 20 years ago works.
Yes,
I've
like,
seen this.
we
post.
all
why
understand.
Why does it 1980? Why like how does
You know the song 1984
Well, I know
or
like,
whatever. What is it?
1985.
1985. That's what it is. So basically, I saw a post that was
Is
like
that Smashing Pumpkins?
Springsteen, Nirvana,
It's bowling for soup.
Bowling for Poop. There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jerry's like, when this song came out, this is 20 years ago, but now it's 20 years ago to that song.
Yeah. It's just crazy to think that it's
Yeah.
been 20 years.
Jerry, you weren't
Since
alive
what?
in 1984, so it's like.
I don't know what to tell you. Looking back, you don't think it's crazy?
Well, I don't get what
Time be
it's-
moving, man.
It's been 20 years since what? Just 2004?
I guess so. We're
Yeah.
old, is what I'm saying.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy is it's been like 31 years since 1992.
Yo,
Wow.
Whoa.
that
That's
blows my mind.
31.
DJ, what blows your mind? How many years back we got to go?
Jeez, I don't know. You know, it's been 100 years since 1923.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
Woodrow
Bro.
Wilson,
That's
I think he was
crazy.
the president.
Wow.
League
Yo,
of Nations.
if he was a president,
or no, maybe it's
that was,
Harding.
that was a good guess.
It's been like 2023 years since Christ.
Guys, you know how
Easy.
old Jesus would be if he were here now? He'd be so old.
He'd be like 2023 years older.
That
So-
would be
When Jesus comes back, is he that old or does he start over?
not unless time doesn't
Ooh.
work similarly.
Do
for
they
him.
start new time over since new God
Do you think he
or
would?
new Jesus?
Do you think he would like still look young but be that old, or do you think he would just look hella old?
I don't know. I feel like you don't age in heaven, right?
You shouldn't.
So, but also, do you have to start like is BC now 2,000 years after, or excuse me, before? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, since Christ is back. we
Oh,
can't
it'd be
Christ is back.
A new, yeah, it'd be a new era.
this Sunday.
What's that song that goes?
Christ is back.
Blam, blam, blam. I don't know. I can't think of it, but it would be good.
Yeah. You know, it's been almost 40 years since Springsteen, Madonna,
Way before Nirvana.
way before Nirvana.
Mm.
You know, you two,
Blondie.
Blondie.
A lot of music still on MTV.
Yeah.
I don't
Now
even
it's just
think
Jersey
music-
Shore.
Does MTV do anything now?
MTV
Do they
has
have
like
that show about the boat where all the people go on the boat?
yeah, they got
Some stupid reality show.
boat
Yeah, it's
people.
all reality shows.
Yeah, they got Floribama Shore.
My teenage mom or something like that.
It's basically all just,
It's just become the
ridiculousness
worst
now.
of the worst trash TV.
It's just nothing but ridiculousness on a loop over
Somebody
and over again.
tried to tell me that Teen Mom was like birth control. You know what I mean? Like somebody was watching that and like was like, "Oh, I'm never gonna have a baby," you know. And then I argued the opposite. I feel like everybody watched that and was like, "Oh, I could do that, but better." You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I could be on TV too.
I could just fucking shit a kid out at like 16. Just be like, "Oh, look at me."
Well, you can't do that because
Not me. I'm
you're 31.
yeah.
Let's see.
You're a 31-year-old dude.
Is there
New
any
TV shows.
You know how we how girls give birth on,
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
like
I have
a,
heard that.
on like a bed? You know, that's like the traditional way you lay down and
I don't know.
you poop it out. I guess back in the day,
This is very medical.
Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook.
I guess back in the day, you'd give birth standing up, and they had contraptions for the ladies to sit on, and then you poop
How
out
far
your
back
baby.
in the day?
I imagine that
A
the-
long time ago.
like
is that the medical term? Poop out a
Pooping out, it used to be until they were like, you don't poop it out.
I just
there's two
imagine
holes.
you being like a college professor and teaching this class. You know how like traditionally you lay on the bed and like
Jerry's
you
wearing a
poop it out?
blazer with the little elbow pads, and he's like, got a corn cob, or not a corn cob pipe, the Sherlock pipe. He's just like, so back in the day, they used to shit him standing up.
they used to stand out wild, right?
That's wild. They
Is this crazy?
right in a bucket. How long ago?
Back in
Professor?
1984.
Long time ago.
I think I've seen births in water.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
You
pretty,
watch that? You
pretty,
sick fuck?
pretty effective. Hell yeah, I watch that. Okay. And my Fitbit's telling me to move.
Yeah, mine too.
There's a Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
What?
That's a new show on MTV.
Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
Yeah.
Next.
There's The Challenge, Ride or Dies.
I need to know a little bit more about that.
Ride or die. It's probably like a prank show.
Well, that's probably. I know that there was the Real World Road Rules Challenge. You guys ever watch that one?
yeah.
And then eventually, over time, there's been like 55 seasons or something like that. So they just keep renaming it until it's like The Challenge, Ride or Dies. It's like, what even is that anymore?
The Challenge, flying high, dying.
Cribs
They still do.
They
Cribs.
still
returning
do Cribs?
October 27th.
Do you know that Cribs was a complete fraud?
I believe it.
They would just like call you up and be like, "This is the house you're gonna do for Cribs." And then,
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah. Well, Redman, they were like, "Here's the house that we rented for you to show off on Cribs." And he'd be like, "Yo, just come to my house." And he'd send him like his Long Island, like it was like a split level, and it was just like a shithole. And he had the only real crib
That's
on
awesome.
Cribs. Well, I guess probably Shaq's was real too. Shit like that. They'd have like obviously people who were bred up. They'd be like, let's do your house for Cribs, you know.
yeah.
But like Redman, he was just like, oh yeah, dude, no, just come to the apartment. And he just had like pizza boxes and like 40s and like a dude sleeping on the floor. It was his cousin. And like he just had like a bunch of ones on top of the fridge. He's like, yeah, this is where I put all my change. And he had like
That's funny.
a studio, which was just a bedroom with like a Casio keyboard and like a microphone. It's really funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Dwayne
great.
Wade put I'm pretty sure a giant portrait of his face in tile on like the foyer of the floor.
Is that how you say that? Foyer?
Yeah.
Foyer.
Damn, been saying that wrong for 30 years.
I guess
foyer.
you could say foyer.
Foyer.
He put
Foyer?
he put his own face.
His
Yeah,
own
so then
face
that was
on
the whole thing.
foyer.
So like
What a
when he came to
narcissistic
sell
douche.
it, it was just like, who's gonna buy this? It has Dwayne's Wade. It was like, there's probably a big fan out there. That'd be pretty funny if you owned a house and you had somebody else's face and like on the floor.
There
It
was
would
that.
be funny.
There was that Budweiser house that we talked about in Florida.
That's right.
It's a little bit different, but who bought that house? Who's the happy son of a gun?
Budweiser house?
Yeah, there's that house where like the whole, like all the walls were like the red and white Budweiser cans.
It was
Yeah.
made out
I
of
think
cans?
it was like a Buffalo Bills fan that made it.
Oh my god.
It
Yeah,
was-
just all the walls are just.
I think the house was like
cans and-
for sale during COVID or something, and then it was like whoever bought the house, Budweiser was going to give them like infinite Budweiser for the rest of their life.
That's
Or some
crazy.
shit.
Can House sells in bidding war.
How much money did it go for?
Let's see. Let's click on the article here.
It was in Florida, I believe.
Went in. Oh, stupid ads. I'm sorry.
If Jesus
Uh,
is paying LeBron.
Yeah, this is one of those stupid websites that's like the original creator asking for more than the $100,000 asking price. So I think just over 100K.
That's wildly affordable.
No, he
Yeah.
wants 100K more than whatever the asking price is.
Oh,
Oh,
So if it, yeah,
not affordable anymore.
not affordable.
It probably stinks like shit and has a bunch of flies everywhere.
yeah. They didn't rinse the cans out.
Bro,
Come on, guys.
one of the things I have a lot of trouble with is like beer cans that weren't rinsed. Makes me fucking gag.
I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm,
they do
Just
smell.
the stink of it.
I'm just seeing this
Kinda
thing. Have you guys
gross.
heard about Apple's new car set to launch next year?
Ooh, the Apple car.
The Apple all electric
Money
car.
printer go brrrt.
I bet that's going to be pretty cool.
They're supposedly also buying Disney.
Apple.
Supposedly, there's a rumor.
That's crazy.
And then Walmart is going to buy Apple.
Wow.
And then Elon Musk is going to buy Walmart.
and then McDonald's.
And then, yeah,
And Coke.
Ray Kroc and
fuse
McDonald's.
and
They've already
become
fused.
McCoke.
They've already fused.
Yeah.
They're owned by the same company, I think.
Coke-a-Donald's.
Coke Donald's.
Drive-through Coke place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see this whole thing about Elon and Zuckerberg? I think they're actually
They're gonna fight in the Roman
yeah,
Coliseum.
like they're actually set to fight. Or
When
Who
are-
you got? Who you
When,
got?
when are they going to fight?
I have no idea. Like the fact that it's even like this joke is still going on, and now they're like acting like it's for real going to happen.
It's for real, bro. I think it's for real.
There's no way.
I hope
Zuckerberg
one of
is
them-
shredded.
I hope one of them dies. Is that fucked up?
Elon will die. One hit to the
Mm,
jaw.
I think
Elon's a big boy, though.
I feel like Elon's gonna have like
He's got Asperger's.
Neuralink and shit like that, like calculating like where to hit him at what time, and he's gonna have like I don't know, like some kind of like metal just injected into his fists or something. I don't know, dude. He's gonna be a bionic man by that time.
Yeah, but Zuckerberg, will show his true form, go 9-foot lizard person on you, and then you got that to deal with. That's going to be on live TV. That's going to be a live reveal of the non-human biologics they've been talking about.
I just can't believe that it's gone this far, and they're saying that it's going to happen. I don't believe it. I think that they're just trolling.
I think it's a scam.
It's like this big fucking thing.
They're gonna like let this go on Instagram and Facebook, and then they're gonna let it go for way too long. They're gonna pocket all this money and then be like, "Oh, that was never real.
It was a joke.
It was a joke."
All you dumb people giving us money.
One of the first
Dogecoin.
things that popped up was, does Elon Musk weigh 300 pounds? And then in the description, it was, after the two shared new details about the supposed fight, an ex-user wrote out some stats about each, saying that Zuckerberg is a 39-year-old, shorter and weighs less than Musk. has a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, while Elon Musk is 6'2" and 187 pounds, to which Musk replied, I weigh at least 300.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be awesome, regardless of how it turns out.
They're gonna like go into the metaverse and fight. It's gonna be some.
Yeah,
dumb
it's gonna
shit.
be some stupid. Yeah, the
We're
meta.
in the Coliseum
We're-
in the metaverse.
I hope it's like Dragon Ball Z. That's how I'm imagining it.
Yeah, you're gonna be disappointed.
I imagine it being more like the episode of The Office
Nuh-uh.
where Michael and Dwight like challenge each other and then go to the dojo, and neither one of them really know how to fight, and then one of them gets on top of each other and is pretending to hawk up a loogie to spit in their mouth.
Yeah, probably. It's probably gonna be.
That
like
sounds more accurate.
Say
But-
uncle, say uncle.
I would like to. I don't know. I kind of in these situations I always go with the underdog, and in this situation I do believe that Musk is the underdog. So I'm kind of like pulling just because like everybody's like, oh, Zuck is gonna shit on him, like you know what I mean. So I kind of just want. I always want an upset. I don't want like the projected result to be the actual result. You know what I mean? I always want to be like, oh shit.
Is it like a boxing fight?
Are you
I think
putting
it's
money on
MMA.
this? Is that what?
No. I if I'd put money on it, it'd be like $5 just to be like, oh. Yeah, I won big on the Elon Musk and Zuck fight.
Yeah, seems like a poor choice to be betting on. You know,
Musk and Zuck.
The best
Godzilla
result
versus
is
King Kong.
one of them dies.
yeah,
then
that
we-
would be cool.
We have one less
Oh, this.
billionaire. You know.
So Elon's gonna die, and then he'll be resurrected by Neuralink,
Neuralink.
and he'll be like, "This is the power of Neuralink."
Yeah, and the power of
This was calculated.
I have downloaded my brain into.
Jokes on you! I am
Neuralink.
now everywhere.
beep, boop, 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 boop. Bee-nee-nee-nee-nee-nee-nee-nee.
Yeah, I don't know. It was the Halloween music, but in techno form.
One of them has a time machine and has already seen the result of this fight.
Yeah.
Got to get the jism back in here.
Mhm. Thank
Yeah.
you for listening, everybody. This has been a Broadcast the Butt Stuff podcast. If you like what you hear, visit us on Instagram. Check us out
Or
on YouTube.
Tools, Spotify.
Or yeah, however you contact Tool, contact us through that.
Yeah, at Tool,
Ass.
at Butt Stuff.
hmm
At Butt Stuff Tools.
They'll be really confused, but we appreciate it.
Thank you for listening.